And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new GameItAll.com podcast. I am Lucas Grimm.
Hey, and E3 blew chunks this year. It's Pino 25. Because it would have been E3 week this week.
It would have been E3. No.
Because we got screwed by... we got screwed by a shitstorm. It was the winds of shit.
Yes, exactly.
Shit blizzard, a shit hawk, just a bombardment of shit. It's all about Leahy. But yes, it would have been E3 week.
You know what? Judging from how 2020 has gone, I don't think E3 would have happened one way or another. COVID happened, which wiped out pretty much a lot of the news for gaming and just a lot of pretty much took the air out of everybody pretty much for everything that we're excited about. And then just as the week before E3 happens, we have the whole riots and incident from there. And
the whole situation that is going on in America right now.
Around the world, even, yeah.
Well, so yes.
The world is it's a fucked up place. E3 was not going to happen this year in that case, and sadly, despite best intentions, our E3 streams didn't happen either. So that's kind of sucked. But
because we can't travel.
Yeah, we can't travel. We can't do anything. So with that being, we're back for the podcast again because there was a big announcement, big show that happened, and that would be the PlayStation 5 reveal.
Wait a minute. No. Let's rewind back.
Okay.
So 2 months ago, we had Mark Cerny come out and go, hey, this is what we're doing. These are the specs. This is our ambitious. We want pictures of your ears because we're kind of creepy. Shit like that.
Yeah.
So he showed up, he talked about the specs, and it was very fascinating, and we got to learn a lot more about what's on the inside. Plus, its most revolutionary part, the fucking SSD. That is like the most mind-blowing thing ever. You wouldn't think it'd be special, but loading times. Fuck that shit. So then after that, about a month ago, they had a tweet about the freaking controller. So they showed off the controller. And I was like, do you know what? The console is probably, I called it, the console is going to have a similar style of having a two-tone. So mainly white and then a tiny bit of accent black to make it pop. And that's exactly what it looked like.
Yeah.
And we had and then we had the thing yesterday, which was awesome.
Yeah, and let's we're going to compare this especially with the Xbox reveal, because Xbox Series X in between our time of the last podcast and this time, they did have a reveal which was
not good.
It was lackluster, definitely.
Oh my god, it was bad. So essentially they were like, it was a gameplay, like we're gonna show you all the fucking gameplay for everything. The only game they showed gameplay was the first one, which was a one-man fucking team. Like that shit was next gen. Everything else was crap.
Yeah, I agree.
That was and like it was just so disappointing. And the worst one was fucking Ubisoft with Assassin's Creed. Like, where the fuck was the gameplay? I wanted to follow the guy into just this village, just walking around, and maybe shit would happen. But no, they showed all sorts of other shit. It just sucked.
Especially since it was hyped up. It hyped up so much that Valhalla was going to have gameplay shown. And nothing. It was all pre-rendered video with a small clip of gameplay of him walking, and that's it.
But it wasn't good enough.
That wasn't good enough. No,
I wanted real walking, not fucking CG walking. But holy fuck, the day before when they had the unveiling drawing, the guy was doing the Photoshop thing. Holy fuck, that was amazing.
That I will agree.
Literally, that entire day of work, that's all we watched. until we went home. Like, it was nuts. Like, we watched the guy just go to fucking town the whole day, and I'm like, holy fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, the Microsoft thing, not that great.
PlayStation comes
Except for
out,
the first guy,
and they just blew it out of the water easily with.
But the thing was, the weird thing was, so on the 29th of May, Jim Ryan, which is the CEO and whatever of Sony Interactive, or whatever they're called, of Sony Entertainment Online or something like that.
Yeah.
He had a blog post, and he said that it was going to be a gameplay, a software showcase. And I was like, so they're not going to show hardware. You know what I mean? Like, that was the weird thing, because that was in his memo, and I was like,
Well, yeah, we kind of expected that a bit, and but they did show off the hardware, like what the console is going to look like, and we got a little more stuff about the controller.
Okay, let's start with the games, and then we'll talk about the console after. We'll go through the show. So they started off the fucking thing with a game that I'm like, so while they did a recap of the PS4's lifespan, because the PS4's lifespan is coming to an end in a couple months, and then they're gonna keep support going for a little while, and then after that it's gonna die in about maybe, let's say, 2 years. So they did a recap of the lifespan of the PS4, and then they showed Rockstar, and I thought, oh hey, it's a new, it's GTA 6, because it's been talked about for a long fucking time.
Oh yeah.
No, they show a recap montage of fucking GTA 5, and then they're just doing the montage, la 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 la, and then they're like, oh, it's coming to PS5. That's the first fucking thing they showed is, oh my god, it's coming to PS5. How? But why? I'm like, why? We've done GTA for the past 7 years. Yes, it is a very popular title. It is always in the top 10. It sells like motherfucks. Rockstar has made so much money off this game, because we did the math, because we're kind of bored at work at sometimes. We did the logical math of, let's say a copy is worth $40 because of all the first times, like when the game released and it was $80 or $60 in the States, and then like $10 or $20 that it's now. We're like $40 median. So we did the math, and they were at like, I think it was like $6 billion on one game. It was fucking nuts. Like, one piece of property. Not like, it's just, yeah. And people keep buying it. Who are these people?
The people that end up trading it in and buying it again, like me.
Like, what the fuck? I own it on 3 fucking platforms.
So, with that, we did get a little more details from Rockstar with a news release. Now, we're assuming that GTA 5 is going to be coming for the Series X as well, but Rockstar actually did not completely advise that even in the press release. It specifically mentioned PlayStation 5 though, so it's hard to say what's going to happen on that part. But I'm assuming it's coming to Series X.
Yes, because Rockstar wants the money. You get the power, then you get the money. That's it.
Yeah. Now, what's going to happen with this, though, is specifically Rockstar has announced that they are going to be releasing a standalone for Grand Theft Auto Online. So that is going to be available in the second half of 2021. And for the first 3 months of the game, it will be available for free exclusively for PlayStation 5 players during the first 3 months of active service. So that suggests the standalone version, which will include the story mode, where you can play as Michael, Franklin, and Trevor, will still have a price tag. Now, aside from that, Rockstar has not said what type of expanded and enhanced content will be in the next gen version, but that's what Sony has led in, is that it will be, or there is a range of technical improvements, visual upgrade, performance enhancements that will take full control over the console's hardware. So that's going to be interesting, to say the least.
So they're just going to tweak the specs on the PC version?
More than likely.
A little bit higher? It's pretty much
More than
it.
likely put in some ray tracing and, do all that lovely jazz, and then we have the PS5 version.
Do you know what? Ray tracing is just some bullshit marketing ploy. Tra-la-la-la-la.
Well, aside from that, the people who do own GTA Online on PS4 right now, they'll be able to get $1 million GTA money each month as they log on between now and GTA Online on PS5. So that's going to, fill up your bank so that when you do jump over to the new console and carry your character,
you got all that cash.
You'll have all that cash to work with.
All that mad Skrilla. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really care. I was so that was such a disappointing start because it was so fucking mediocre. They should have came out with either a new game, new IP, new something. Just
Oh yeah, I agree. GTA 5, like we said, it's a very popular game. It's great. But we've played it before.
It's
new. 7 years old. It's
okay. Wait a minute.
Old.
It literally falls in the same category of, okay, if they're putting GTA 5 on the system, where is Todd from Bethesda with Skyrim? They have to port that shit on everything.
It's coming.
Literally, it's Skyrim is on legit fucking Earthang. So it's gonna be on next gen because Skyrim.
We all know it's coming. It's just going to be there.
Well, same as whatchamacallit. Microsoft is also going to port Minecraft onto the next gen.
I mean, yeah. Why not? Minecraft is one of those ones that I do understand. That is a big.
It makes money.
It makes money, and it's not a hard game to port over, even to newer consoles. So it makes sense that they want to carry it over, keep that fan base coming.
Well, the thing is, the PS4 and the PS5, they have the same architecture.
Oh yeah.
So nothing really changes. So it's an easy port. It's not like you're converting the PS3 hardware to PS4 hardware. So yeah. But yeah, that was GTA 5. After that, we got some real games that were for next gen. What was the next one? That was
starting with Insomniac's Spider-Man sequel. Well, not really a sequel now that we've found out, but
it's Uncharted Lost Odyssey or Lost is it Odyssey? Lost Legacy.
Lost Legacy, yeah.
Yes. So we thought it was going to be different. We thought it was just going to be an expansion for the game, like the original game, and then a remaster version. But no, turns out it's essentially what Uncharted Lost Legacy did, which is a side story.
Yeah, it's continuation of the story, but it's pretty much going to be shorter, not as big of a game as the original Spider-Man game. And that's been putting a lot of confusion. But the great thing is, the full title is Spider-Man Miles Morales. So everyone knows who Miles is now, thanks to Spider-Verse. And with the end of Spider-Man, we do see that he does develop the Spider-Man powers. So now we actually get to play as Miles, which is something a lot of people wanted once they saw that Miles was in the game. This is exactly catering to the fans, and I'm excited for it because we do have the Venom Strike, we do have the Turning Invisible, and it does look great. So,
well, and it looks like a good launch title. And the thing is, it's probably only going to be like $50, so it's not the full price of a full game. So you could like get more content for your money.
exactly, it's a good way to start your collection, especially considering it's Spider-Man. Spider-Man's one of the best games on the PS4 right now.
And also the demo that they showed off to like demonstrate the SSD was the Spider-Man game to show how much faster it would load on a PS5 versus a PS4.
Oh, exactly. And
so the game's gonna be fucking beautiful.
Yeah, so they're pushing Spider-Man a lot on PS5. So this is a good thing. Miles, the game looks great. It's going to be a visual upgrade for sure. And yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to happen more on this. Now, Insomniac did say they will reveal more at a future date, so we will keep on that information, see what's happening with
it'll probably when they talk about the price.
Oh, likely.
But yeah, so yeah, they had that. It's pretty good. Afterwards, wasn't it GT?
Yep, that's right. It was we get Gran Turismo 7 coming to PS5, and
it's a real Gran Turismo game, not fucking sport or prologue or any of that bullshit. It's the full fat, GT1, 2, 3, A spec, 4, 5, and 6. Those are real games. Sport is complete bullshit.
Yeah. So looks great. Can't wait to see more of it.
And they brought back the map system.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
I love that. That is like the best fucking thing ever. It was amazing. But yeah, the game looks fucking phenomenal. The cars are beautiful. Next.
So after that, we had, I believe we had the new Ratchet and Clank.
Yes.
And yeah, wow.
Oh my God. Complete return to form. It was amazing. I was like, what?
This is the reason we finally got Sony to purchase Insomniac.
But literally, they went back to the PS2 because there was one game on the PS3 and it was all right, but it wasn't amazing. And then on the PS4 we had the remake, which was not a new game.
Also good though.
Yeah, it was good, but it wasn't a new game.
No.
But yeah, and then now we have a brand new fucking game for next gen, so it's gonna be awesome. I'm very excited for that. Trey, excited.
Now, what we're seeing here, based on the trailers, the game is going to feature multiple dimensions falling in on each other. So we're going to see various enemies from the Ratchet and Clank universe coming back. We got a lot of new stuff happening. There's a new character which looks like a female Lombrax, or is a female Lombrax.
Yeah, so it's very odd.
This could be just that one of the universes falling in on each other, where Ratchet was a girl and now coming in, or a universe where the Lombraxes didn't go extinct. So, we're going to see Ratchet finally have like a family of Lombraxes.
Mm-hmm.
So that was actually that was kind of cool. I'm actually kind of impressed with the internet, to be honest. It took them less than an hour to get hentai out for that character. Just saying.
The power of the internet.
The power of the internet and how pervy people are, just immediately, just wow.
Hey,
it took
2 minutes for the PS5 memes. It was amazing. It was amazing. Oh, yeah, it was damn good.
Next, we got one that I was I'm interested in, I want to see more of it, but I'm already kind of sold on it. And that is Stray, where you play as a cat in a world full of robots.
It was so like, it was cyberpunk, but like bizarro cyberpunk robots.
Well, when me and Sly was talking about it, we were just like, it's the robot scene from Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
it feels very similar to that. And like, I have seen this game before. It was shown off in 2015, and now it's just we're finally getting to play it and get to see it. And from the developers, they mentioned that it's a third-person cat adventure game set among the detailed neon-lit alleys of a decaying cyber city and the murky environments of its seedy underbelly. Players will play as a stray cat, roaming the surroundings high and low, defend against unforeseen threats, and solve mysteries of this unwelcoming place inhabited by nothing but unassuming droids and dangerous creatures.
Huh.
So, yeah, that sounds great. And I mean, you get to play as a cat. I'm sold.
So, are you telling me this is next year's Maneater?
Yes.
Games with bizarro animals that you don't normally see as the protagonists?
Yeah, games where you don't get to play as... you usually don't get to play as a cat very often. This game, you get to play as a cat. I'm sold. I want to play as a cat.
It's very different, yeah. Yeah, so we'll see how more about that indie cat game.
Then we had the Final Fantasy 15 team showing off. I'm going to screw up this name. Project Athia?
Yeah, something like that. Athia.
So this was Square Enix and Lumious Productions, and we're just shown a very small amount of the game, but it had
the chick was jumping from platform to platform and
summoning like vines and earth and moving a lot of stuff. Yeah, it looked very interesting. I'm not sure what to expect from this.
Yeah, we need a lot more. But I kind of had a like near Automata like kind of vibe to it. Like it was kind of platinum-y.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I was about to say this looks like a platinum game, but yeah, no, this is the same team that branched off of Square Enix when they did after they finished work on Final Fantasy 15. So you know, it looks pretty as hell. I'm interested to see more of what's going to happen or what's this game's going to be.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm just more curious about it than anything. And we know with Square doing big RPGs like this,
it takes some time.
It takes some time, and it usually ends up well done. I mean, it's hard to say Square has made a bad RPG. There is some versions or some.
Yeah, there's some mediocre ones, but they were probably just published by Square.
Exactly.
Like they hid them in there, and they weren't like high profile, like number-based games.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about the number-based games.
Then we got to see Housemarque newest game, which looked awesome. This was Returnal. So when we first saw that, when we were talking on Discord about it, we immediately thought that Tom Cruise movie, the
the game with the chick that was the oh fuck, she's
she's astronaut that every time she dies, she resurrects, and she's a little bit changed, but she has to fight back through the alien world.
Literally, that's all I could think of was the Tom Cruise movie, because he would fucking replay the day.
Exactly. And it looks great. It's going to be a sci-fi roguelike third-person shooter, and I'm already sold on Housemarque. They have this really good reputation of, especially for roguelikes and these arcade style games that end up being just amazing, and you always come back to it. You got games like Resogun, Super Stardust, and the Next Machina, just as a good example of what they keep doing.
What they keep making, yeah.
And yeah, like I'm excited to see what's going to happen from the trailer. Also knowing the company that's behind it, this could be a really, really cool sleeper hit for the PlayStation 5.
Well, yeah,
I don't think a lot of people are going to be excited going into it, but after they see what it can bring to the table, it's going to be one of those cult classics.
Well, it's probably going to be one of those things that it's not going to sell that great at the beginning. It's going to be when there's going to be a sale, or they give it away for PS Plus.
Exactly, and we do see a lot of games from Housemarque that do go to free for PlayStation Plus, which is sad, but it's
but
once again it's exactly
they take a hit. They take a hit of this much, but let's say they make this much. They make this much money because of people talking to other people and going, "Hey, did you see this game?"
Yeah, exactly. And Resogun is a perfect example of that. That was given for free from or for PlayStation Plus for almost a year, and it is everyone that actively went in to play it, checked it out because they got it for free. They, whenever you talk Resogun or you mention this company, Resogun is the first thing off their lips, and they're like, "This game was amazing. I had such a blast playing it." And like even me and my wife, there was a day when we first got the PS4. One of the first games we downloaded on it was that, and we played that for hours. Like we had Infamous Second Son sitting on the table. We had like a couple other launch titles, but Resogun was taking up all our time, and that's how good of a game it was as well.
Well, yeah, it's the quality. So
exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, that was exciting. What was next?
So we got another look at Ghostwire Tokyo as well.
Oh, but she doesn't work for Tango anymore.
Yeah, no.
The Pittsburgh lady.
She's actually doing something really cool right now, which is she's attempting to convince Capcom to let Platinum Games make Okami 2.
Oh yeah, because she got hired at Platinum. Yes.
Yeah, because I mean they all worked together before.
Yes, that's where she went. Yeah. But still, like, fucking Tango.
Yeah. But
so what's she trying to do at Capcom?
Trying to get Okami 2 off the ground.
Oh yes.
So you know what? She can do that. If she can get Okami 2 off the ground, I will be happy with that, and I'll just let her do her thing. But Ghostwire.
Like, the papers. Yes, Ghostwire. So we saw this last year at E3. It was kind of weird and like vague as fuck.
Yeah, we only got the vague cinematic trailer.
So you're telling me they gave us the Death Stranding kind of experience?
Yeah,
you're like, what the fuck is this?
But now we actually have a lot more to go on from the newest trailer, which is wow, like
completely arcadey kind of like madness.
I wouldn't say arcadey, but like I wasn't expecting a first-person shooter from it. First off,
yes, but like kind of like it's a first-person shooter of like Yakuza. Think of the craziness of Yakuza. First-person shooter, and you're just kicking fucking ass
and full of horror,
like a dragon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm like when I first saw it and like it was starting to happen, I was like, oh fuck, I need to buy it.
Yeah, no, this is immediately when I saw it, I was like, wow. Because as much as I gave Evil Within shit during our original playthrough that we have on YouTube now, the game is great. It's horror wise, it was very fantastic.
It's what's his name that owns the studio?
It's Shinji Mikami.
Yeah, like fucking Resi,
Shadows of the Damned with Studa.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, he is Resi.
Yeah, it's true.
But yes, then Shadows of the Damned with Suda, which was fucking mind blowing. And then he started his own fucking studio, and then he did the Evil Within 1, Evil Within 2, and then now this. So I'm excited to see what comes out of this. Yeah.
Now they said during the E3 presentation, they said it wasn't necessarily a horror game, even despite its content, but it definitely has that feel, despite you have more superpowers and are trying to protect people from the ghosts and whatever demons are occurring. So that was really cool to see. I want more of it. I need to see more, and it is set to come in next year. So hopefully we'll be able to see a little bit more before it launches and get a better look at what's going to happen in Ghostwire.
Yes.
Then we had Kenna, Bridge of Spirits.
It was the fuzzy black things. Oh my god!
Those things were adorable. I kind of confused me on what was the game. And
like the characters and the art style, I loved it. It was just like amazingly well done. It was beautiful, just beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is, this generation of game consoles, same as the last gen, we didn't have these style of games. Because these are games that harken back to the PS2. And that generation of games that we had these character-based, like, platformers. But we haven't had those the last two generations. And it's sad because they're great types of games.
Yeah, you're definitely right on that. Like, we haven't had that
mascot driven kind of open world platformer, kind of like a Rayman, or like a third person Rayman, or like there was tons of those fucking games on the original Xbox and the PS2.
Yeah, like Jack and Ratchet is
Ratchet and Clank, and Jack and Dax and Sly Cooper.
Yeah, like we had very little of that this generation, and that was sad.
Well, even
last generation, yeah.
Like there was so many companies that took chances on the PS2 and the original Xbox compared to the last two generations of companies playing it safe because profit margins and surprise mechanics, all that other bullshit. But yeah, companies used to take risks. But from the presentation, it's looking like companies are going to start taking risks, that's what we need.
Definitely seen that. Now, my opinion of Kenna, when I first saw it, was I got a lot of Star Fox Adventure vibes. Like it just resonated that. Like having the staff and turns to a bow and arrow and shooting magic and just doing the magic that you were doing. It just gave me a lot of vibes from that, but it definitely looked very interesting, very like almost rare like. And that's exactly like that sold me on that one. I'm like, okay, this could be really good.
And the nifty thing is, the developers on this were the devs that did the some of the cinematics for one of the, I think it was Ocarina of Time, like remake or something.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I think it was Majora's Mask actually,
or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, they were involved in the building of that game, so that's why the art style kind of looks like Zelda-ish and like a Nintendo kind of style.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
yeah, that's I'm fully set for it. Can't wait to see more. And then we had Hitman 3 coming next year, rounding out the Hitman trilogy. And that looks good. It looks like Hitman.
Yeah. The game looks great. The thing with Hitman is it's good, but it doesn't sell. Like it's weird. Like sometimes it just doesn't sell.
It's very true. Like here's my thing. I admire the Hitman series. I love watching it on Twitch and like seeing people play it and being fucking crazy with it. But I have a hard time whenever I'm playing it. I just can't find any enjoyment from it.
Well, and it's slow.
Yeah, it's very slow, and it's not for me. But I will watch it. I will watch other people play it, and if they
watching golf, it's so slow.
Yeah, but no, okay, no, you have that, but I don't know. I love how people end up doing some of the crazier things, like killing a guy with a toilet by dropping it on his head, or doing the stuff that I wouldn't think of, because I feel like when I start playing Hitman, I'm going to walk in and just straight up assassinate, pop, and go away, and that's exactly what I think. I never think about poisoning the chicken or drop a toilet on a guy's head, or beat him with a sausage, various things. I see people play it. They're like, yeah, I'm going to try doing it this way this time. Or, hey, I'm going to just go in and guns blazing. I can't do that. I don't know why.
Yeah. Just the way it goes.
But anyways, Hitman is coming out next year, first part of next year.
And it's in Dubai.
And so far we know Dubai is going to be a level. And because Hitman travels around the world, we don't know if that's going to be the only thing, but if we're going to see much more.
Yeah, so we'll see more. It's Hitman. All right, what's next?
So this one was one that a lot of people were very excited about. We have Blue Point Games releasing the fact that they are making the Demon Souls remake.
Okay. When they first started showing the trailer, it looked like Skyrim because the mist on the fucking water and the trees, and I'm like, oh, and why?
You were like, Todd, I called it, Todd.
I'm like, fuck off, Todd. Yeah. No, they probably port Fallout 76 because they have to make their money back.
Oh, Jesus.
They lost so much money.
Well, Demon Souls being the original Souls game from Software.
Yeah.
Originally released back on the PlayStation 3 in 2009. Now coming to PS5 with a brand new look. And that's exactly like we've seen Blue Point Games, what they do with remakes because of Uncharted, Nathan Drake Collection and the Shadows of the Colossus.
Yes.
Yeah. And both of those were very well done remakes. And Demon Souls just looks so fantastic. Like I remember playing the original one. It was like, oh, okay, it looks good. But
it was fucking like performance wise, it was
Yeah. Now it's entirely built from the ground up and enhanced, according to Sony's Interactive Entertainment. So we know like Blue Point is doing this. From Software is currently working on their next game, which is Elden Ring, with Game of Thrones writer George R.R. Martin. So that is still one to watch for.
I want to see a trailer or some gameplay
of Elden Ring, or
yeah.
Yeah, I really, I'm curious about that one.
But yeah, so you know, we'll see.
But yeah,
What's next?
there is something that's going to be interesting. Actually, sorry, just 1 second. That information, actually, looking at the latest newsletter for this, it is out of date. So we'll just ignore that part, ignore what I just said. And let's actually go on to Arkane Studios.
Killer 7? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, Killer 8. And like just okay, so it feels like Dishonored. Yes, completely. It plays exactly like Dishonored of like you could fucking fly your ass to the other side and then poo, and then you stab them and shoot them and whatever. So it's Dishonored. But it also kind of looks like BioShock with the like kind of weirdness and also super like cinematic because you can rewind time and start over again if you die.
So yeah, like yeah, because when you look at the trailer, it's definitely Arkane. It's Dishonored. You have magic. You have the cool stuff. You have a lot of fun guns to play with. It looks like what they did was, hey, a lot of people like Dishonored for the crazy stuff you can do, but they want to just go and kill people. Let's just make the game that you have to go and do all these, like, kill this army as a assassin. But they added a fun little feature too, which is a second player. So this game is actually going to be a multiplayer with players taking the role of either Colt or I forgot her name. Just 1 second. Juliana, who's a rival assassin with her own singular goal: protect the Death Loop by eliminating Colt. So you can jump into the game as Juliana and just mess up the game for other people, or you can play as Colt and just go through and just blast everybody and try to end your Death Loop. The game apparently is going to be very difficult from what I'm seeing here, or they're trying to amp up the difficult so that they can make sure that the Death Loop in the title keeps to the actual game.
Yeah, and also to keep people pushing to get different strategies.
Exactly. And that
is going to be highly streamed for people doing crazy shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm expecting this to be a
like Hitman.
Kind of like Hitman. I'm going to be very interested to see how everyone plays the game. But I think I'm also going to be very involved on this one where I want to try this because I love the Dishonored magic and crazy stuff you got to do on that game. But yeah, the lack of killing people and the lack of like trying to be stealthy and everything.
The lack of killing in the name of what?
Yeah, lack of killing in the name. No, the lack of being able to go and just properly kill the opponents and all this did kind of slow it down for me. So another game that we got that was rumored for a long while, Resident Evil Village. This one I got excited for.
Oh my god. Holy fuck. It was like, you didn't know it was Resi. Like,
when I first saw it, I was like, this is this Silent Hill? Is this something else?
No,
we knew
like,
it was like, horror, but
it was horror, but it could have been a completely left field new company.
And then midway
it could have been Kojima for all we fucking know. You know, he's making fucking Capcom games.
Well, a couple minutes into the trailer, we saw the Umbrella logo, which immediately said, okay, this is Resident Evil 8. But then we get werewolves, witches, some occult shit, stuff that looked very Resident Evil 4, which
Plus, on top of that, it looked really old. Like it was from a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like maybe before Umbrella started.
But then we also know that your main character is Ethan, back from Resident Evil 7.
Well,
and
I don't know that.
He's pulled into this new village, or the Resident Evil 8 village, because Chris Redfield pretty much goes full on evil. So I'm curious. I'm wondering where this is going, and it being Resident Evil, following up to Resident Evil 7, which is still I call a masterpiece. It
was purely like just it was horror.
Yes, and they did mention they released a further deep dive into it. The developers of Resident Evil Village. They did say it will be more on or have more action in it. Which, whenever they say that, I get a little nervous with Resident Evil. But
because fucking 6.
Yes, because 6 was.
Fuck.
I don't need Call of Duty Resident Evil or Resident of Duty
God.
or Call of Evil or whatever you want to call it. But it's but at the same time, they did say there was a heavier focus on action, but there is still going to be a big focus on the horror element, and we definitely seen that with, like I said, witches, werewolves, and yeah, it looks great
for sure.
Capcom also showed off another game called Pragmata. This one, I have no idea what the hell's going on. This looked like
you thought it was going to be Final FF.
Yeah.
But wrong company, Capcom. I don't know.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I thought it was spirits within the game.
It's girl, robot, weird see-through cat, and then he picks her up, and then they're on the moon.
Yeah.
Someone was on drugs.
I have no idea who's making this game, what's going on here on that one. There's very little information here. And yeah, like Capcom hasn't actually said what's going on in this game. It is set for a 2022 release.
Yeah, but it not really surprising because the whole concept made no sense.
Yeah.
But it could be like a deep down situation, never be seen again. It happens.
Oh, more or less.
Because wasn't that Capcom that was doing
Yes.
Deep Down? There you go.
It was also Capcom that was doing Deep Down, and yeah, that is the case. So yeah, that should be.
Yeah. That's the way she goes. Okay. What's next?
Well, after that, we had a new game from the team behind Octodad, which was
God! Oh my God, Buttsex Island!
The
island of the Buttsex.
I don't know what to think on that one.
Once they said who the developer was, I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
But other than that, no, it made no fucking sense. I was like, why? Well, there was this strawberry that was like dance. This was the drugs. There was the strawberry that was dancing around, and then the fucking koala or whatever the fuck that thing was ate the fucking strawberry. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck?
What am I watching? I don't understand.
Yeah, it was creepy.
I agree. It was.
Once they said Octodad, I was like, okay, makes sense. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, okay, sure. Then I was like, okay, well, this could be good. Octodad was one of my favorite games on early launch.
Solid indie title.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What was next?
And then we had one of the big games to announce, Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh my god! It was like war elephants.
We had war elephants, giant robot turtles. And
all the fucking landmarks in the US.
Yeah, that was really cool. We had definitely showed like Colorado, Utah, a lot of the Pacific coast,
California, because they had San Fran.
Yeah, we saw San Fran, and a lot of new machines, new bad guys. As you said, war elephants. A lot of really cool stuff going on here. And I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out. I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn itself was a surprise hit for me, because whenever we kept seeing it, whenever we kept hearing about it, we just kind of all right. We don't know.
We didn't know what it was.
No,
but and then when it came out, and boom.
Yeah, and then it was just wow. I mean, the other thing, Guerrilla Games, like the Killzone series, was all right. It never really
good, but even like the launch title for the PS4, it was just
It was good, but that's it. It was just,
but it wasn't
all right.
Oh my god, this is a cult classic. It's or even like I want to play it again.
Yeah, but Horizon was wow. Like that's immediately. God. Which actually, funny thing, just to sidetrack, I still say the best Killzone is the one that was on the Vita. That one actually surprised me. Mercenary.
Yeah.
That one actually surprised me, and I always want to go back to it.
Super popular.
Yeah.
It was super popular. And, wow. Yeah, it made up for the fact of number 2's fucking CGI graphics of look what we can render.
Yeah.
It's real it's real time gameplay there. It's real. No.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely I'm super fucking pumped to continue Aloy's story.
And this is of course Sony has actually greenlit a trilogy for the series. So this is going to be the second and the third game is going to be coming along.
Yes.
And if this is any indication of what we can expect from the rest of the series, this is just going to be amazing.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. Yeah, it's going to be like the best. What else?
No, that was everything. I'm sure we're actually missing a couple games from the list here, but that is everything I have written down here for of the ones to talk about of everything. One that I was impressed on that I just couldn't. No, sorry. I do remember the other three. We didn't talk about Sackboy's Big Adventure.
So yes, Sackboy's Big Adventure. It's literally 3D Mario World from the Wii U.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
minus the cat suit. Now you got a tiger suit.
Yeah,
tigers are in.
The only thing that I'm thinking is that I really still hope that keeps the creativeness, because now being able to create in 3D levels would be amazing for Little Big Planet. And I'd be enjoying that a lot. But the other one that we saw was what was it called? Little Devil Inside.
Oh yeah, that shit was fucked.
I love the animation style. I will say that. But I don't know what to think of it at the moment.
It was weird as fuck. Oh, that fucking game about high school.
Yes.
Say goodbye to whatever.
Say goodbye to Volcano High.
Oh my god, that thing was weird as fuck. Someone was on shrooms.
I'm definitely interested, but it's definitely looks like it's going to be a similar game to like Monster Prom and
something like that. Yeah.
just where it's going to be like a kind of a romantic coming of age story type thing. We'll see what's going on that.
Yep.
Now the other one was a new game that is going to be from the Playroom series.
The robot.
That one apparently, from the details I'm hearing, and I haven't fully confirmed this yet, but it may be a free on the console.
Yeah.
It's going to be
a free game
there.
to play.
Yeah. Which it looked great, anyways. Like I'm.
Oh shit! We forgot about Demo Derby.
Yep, we forgot about that one too. Fuck, I didn't write down a lot of these ones. But yeah, Demo Derby looked great. Sly ruined it for me though.
Why?
Because he said it was Fortnite meets Rocket League.
Yeah, but we said Rocket League meets something else. Oh, Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
With like a demolition derby. Fuck Fortnite.
I'm going to agree with that part. I'm just going to say it like that because, yeah, it looked solid. I kind of want to see more of it.
Yeah.
And how
it's like over the top crazy as balls.
Exactly.
But yeah, that was pretty much the games. And then after that, they did a presentation of like the hardware. When they got to the end, they showed off the controller again, which was shown off a couple months ago. Well, like maybe a month ago. And it was mainly a white controller with black accents on the bottom of it and a bit on the top. And I was like, this is going to be the layout and the look of the console. And surprise, surprise.
It's exactly it.
It's very oddly shaped.
Yeah, I agree. Very strange looking, but I don't know. It has a bit of a flair to it. I don't know if I don't like it.
Yeah, but the thing is, does it really matter?
No, not really.
You put it on the fucking TV stand, and then you hope that it doesn't die for at least 7 years.
Yeah, exactly.
That's literally a console. People are like, oh, what do you think it's going to look like? Is it going to look good? Is it going to look like that spaceship that was the thing? Does it really matter?
I wanted more to know of the price, but I knew that wasn't what we were going to get coming in.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, like that's the big thing.
Because I like streaming and everything, I want to know more about the share function, if there's any upgrades to that feature, but it's, it worked out. It's interesting to see. I'm curious about the two versions though, because we do have a version that's going to have the disk drive and a version that's not going to have disk drive, or as you put it on Discord, a sad version.
A sad version. So the thing that the pricing is going to be either one of two ways. So the disc-based version is going to be the more expensive one, and the sad version is going to be the cheaper one. So probably like $100 difference or $50 difference to get the different versions. Or you can get the sad version, but it's got a bigger SSD.
Yeah. That's going to be dirty. But that's exactly what we're kind of expecting. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out.
Well, yeah, but you're not getting a Blu-ray drive, so you have to download everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be very, very interesting. I don't know how they're going to turn that out.
Well, but a lot of people are switching to just buying digital. Like, there's one of the guys that I work with, all he does is just buys digital. He does not buy anything physical.
Well, here's my thing. I usually buy physical. That's my thing. but lately, especially because of the Backstreet Boys comeback tour, Corona, I have been buying digitally. I bought Final Fantasy VII Remake digitally. I bought what else did I buy digitally?
I got it from Amazon. Amazon's been busy as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like I bought that. I bought a couple other games that were just digitally because it was just more convenient to do it that way. And EB has been closed in our area where, and I wasn't able to trade in stuff. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll buy the digital copy, and I have a feeling that I'm not going to trade it off anytime soon. Which, yeah, for Final Fantasy VII Remake, I'm actually enjoying that. I'm not going to be trading it off anytime soon. Here. Oh, Resident Evil 3 was the other one. Which at this point, I have all the Resident Evils except for number 2 digital. So I might as well just keep the trend going. I haven't traded.
So you're ready for 4?
Yeah, whenever 4 remake comes out, that is such a bad idea for them to do it. But
what 4
to do remake 4?
Well,
4 is a classic in its own right.
Yeah, but it's gonna happen because they want the money.
And like a sucker, I will buy it. But
yeah, but how many times have they remade 4? Like they remastered 4?
I don't know. How many times did I buy it?
All of them.
Let's see. I bought the Wii version. I bought the GameCube version. Bought the PS4 version or PS2 version.
The shitty PS2 version.
No, I did buy the. I didn't buy the PS2 version. That was given to me for a birthday present. So yeah, I had that. Had the Wii version. I had the PS3 version. Had the Xbox 360 version when I had the Xbox. Had the PS4 version, the PC version. Never bought the phone version. So 7 times. I bought Resident Evil 4 7 times. It is in my top 10 game of all time lists.
Well, it had the fucking chainsaw controller.
I never got to play with that, sadly. But yeah, it's still considered for me one of the best games I've ever played. And remaking it just feels so wrong because I'm playing it now. Like I've jumped into it again now. It hasn't aged badly. It's still playable.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 6 is awful. But 4 is still the masterpiece.
And also 5 is racist as fuck.
Yeah, well, fuck, man. Don't get me started on 5.
So essentially that's it. So, but yeah, they showed off the consoles, so we're gonna see about that. But the thing, I saw a video. I was watching a video today about the press conference, and the guy's like, "Yeah, people are probably gonna buy the sad edition and then buy physical games, and will go, where's the disc drive? How do I put this in?"
Yeah, I can see that. Listen, I used to have a lot more faith in humanity, but after COVID, I'm going to see that happening. And I've seen people at EB go, "Hey, can I play Halo on my PS2?" Back when, I've seen that. That is a joke people say. But I've seen that being asked as a actual general question.
Yeah.
So I'm just I give up. My faith in humanity is pretty much screwed. So I'm gonna see that. It's going to happen. They're gonna buy the sad edition because it's cheap. No disc drive, buy the physical games. They're gonna buy the physical games with the no disc drive one. Or no.
But yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. People are idiots, but it doesn't look bad. It's just a system.
Oh yeah. We're kind of over our time limit, but we do have one more thing to talk about. Actually, one more thing to bitch about.
Oh, 84 fucking gigs for fucking COD. COD sucks. Season 4, 84 gigs. What the fuck? Like 84 fucking gigs is it's a triple A fucking title. It's a full game.
Yeah, so there was a couple things with this. Activision did talk about this a little bit. Their support team mentioned it didn't happen for everybody. For a lot of people, they only saw the proper amount, which was still a large update. The 34
fucking gigs. Like that's a small game.
That is the size, pretty much the size of Maneater or Tales of or not Tales of Secrets of Mana, Trials of Mana. That was it. That's what you're looking at with that one. And
or something.
Yeah, a 34 gigabyte just for a season update. And I'm saying right now, it's all to render Pierce's beard or Price's beard.
It's not even fucking like story-based content. It's nothing like that. It's just multiplayer shit.
Yeah, no, and it's a good amount of stuff that you're getting for multiplayer, though.
But still,
you got a new map, you got new updates to Warzone. Let me pull up the stuff.
It still looks shitty.
It's still bad. I'm going to defend it a bit, but I do deep down saying that it is still really bad. Given the size, this is the reason why I stopped playing freaking Overwatch, because every update that came out was just a large update. And with that one, it also kind of made sense because you were usually getting a new character or new gameplay thing that was happening. But
it's I don't know.
But for a lot of people, they did get a 84 gigabyte update, which is ridiculous. As you said, that's a full-on game for just a group of multiplayer content. It doesn't make any sense.
That's too much, Bob. That's too much.
And also considering part of the update, which was a fan favorite map, the map being Junkyard from Modern Warfare 2. It's fan favorite map. It's in Warzone. Like the map itself, or sorry, Scrapyard is what it was. The Scrapyard is in the Warzone area. So it's already in the game code. That part doesn't take much to update the game. You're also going to get Cheshire Park. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And that's going to be later in the season. So there's going to be another large update coming up.
Fuck it. Let's just do 100 gigs.
But you're going to get, with the launch week, what the 84 gigabytes was. It was a new multiplayer map, new gunfight map, new ground war map, which are already pretty huge. New type of Warzone and 2 new weapons, and then Captain Price and a bunch of actual store updates and other details. Later this season, you're going to get 2 other operatives that you can pay for. The new map, new multiplayer. And you get Cali sticks as a weapon, which, okay, sure. And the one I'm interested is a Warzone update called Juggernaut Royale. That I'm curious. I want to see what that's going to be.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know. It's COD. I've not had use for COD for a long time.
See, this year, like this Modern Warfare, because they got rid of the season pass and been doing the battle passes, I've been enjoying this so much more. Just because I'm actually now able to play with my friends who would normally buy the battle pass or buy the season pass. And then I'm like, oh, well, fuck it. You guys play with me. I'm not going to be able to join your matches.
Well, and that's the problem with COD. Like, that was the
Yeah.
problem. That you had to buy this fucking season pass that was $60, plus you already spent $80, so that was $160.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. And now
That's too much.
With everything being on Battle Pass, it's so much easier just to jump into. You got all the maps, everything, all the content that your friend has that everyone can play is there. The extra stuff that you want, like say you want to get those new customization skins, you want to get this new character unlocked, you have the option to go and get the battle pass for like $10 and then just go and level up and have fun. And that's what I've been doing. Like the battle pass, $10 every 4 or 2 to 3 months isn't that bad to me. I can shove that out and just enjoy Modern Warfare. And that's been my thing for multiplayer. Like I keep saying, I need to find something else to stream and something else to play, but I end up keep coming back to Modern Warfare.
Yeah. So, but yeah, 84 gigs. That's too much, Bob.
Yeah, I agree.
Last of Us came out. It's coming out next Friday, but the reviews came out today. Holy fuck. It has a 96 on Metacritic with 85 reviews, and there's still some in the queue coming.
Yeah, that wow.
And from everyone's reviews, it's like it's phenomenally amazing. So another big win for Naughty Dog, I guess.
I've only seen one bad review, and even then, it wasn't really much of a bad review. So, yeah, I'm interested to see more. I'm interested to pick it up when it comes out on Friday.
Next Friday. Yeah, I'm excited to pick it up. Yeah, it's.
Speaking of new releases, because as you said, June 19th, Last of Us Part 2. Also on June 19th, we have Burnout Paradise Remastered on the Nintendo Switch. Earlier in the week, we have on the 16th, we have Desperados 3 on PS4, Xbox, and PlayStation, Xbox, and Windows. And we also have Disintegration on Windows, PS4, and Xbox One. Disintegration, latest game from Private Division. I got to play the beta, and I get to talk about it, luckily, which we did have a write-up on it. I'm hoping to see a lot of improvements on the game, but generally, it's a hero shooter that actually plays well and has a cool concept. I'm interested to see how well it does from that point. And that is the podcast for this week. And now I'm not going to say that we'll be back next week because I don't know what's going to happen. We have been trying to keep up on a regular basis, but shit just keeps happening. So we will be back when we will be back. Hopefully it is next week. If not, we will let you know on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Just get back in contact with us, or get back in contact with us. Just keep an eye on our social media. There we go.
Yeah, if you subscribe, you'll get a notification when a new video pops up. Hey,
exactly. And me and Sly are back working on new videos. Plus, we have more What Were They Thinking podcast videos coming up. So definitely, or keeping up with them. After there was a bit of a delay due to a issue with Google, but now we have that fixed up. So we're going to have those videos come in. Also, I gotta put out a big thanks because we recently hit our 1,000. Yeah, 1,000
So
subscribers.
our next goal
on
is
YouTube.
to hit it. It's to hit 2,000 now.
Yeah, we got to hit that 2,000 mark, and then we're just gonna keep it
But
going.
yeah, it was weird. It was weird.
You start this up and you never think that you're gonna get to that.
Well, you're like, what? You get a couple people, and then you get some more people, and then more people, and then you're like, what the fuck? So yeah.
But yeah, big thanks. We will at some point in time have a thank you video where it is going to be for sure me, Pino, and Sly doing something as part of a thank you for 1,000. Hopefully it is before we get to 2,000, but once again, the global pandemic, we got to do what we got to do for that, and hopefully we'll have the team together in the very near future for that. Right now, I also want to announce we are at this point tentatively still planning Extra Life. Hopefully everything will go good, but we will let you know if that stream does not happen, of course, because of global pandemics. So we'll see how the second wave stuff happens and everything goes on.
No, you're making it sound like it's gonna be another one. Is it mega genital disease? They just fall off.
No, it's the ones with that it grows.
You get the herpes.
It grows down to your feet, and it's like you're just bouncing on one of those bouncy ball things.
Ew.
Yeah, it hurts every time.
Super herpes.
Super herpes.
Yes,
super
that's
duper
gross.
mega herpes syphilis.
Hyperdimension herpia. Yeah.
Hyperdimension herpia. Oh god.
Yeah. Herps. But yeah, so that's
we apologize, India Factory. We still love you guys.
Hey, they make some good shit.
All right, but that is the podcast. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe button, hit that notification button if you're watching this on YouTube. Also, be sure to follow us on all the other podcast systems or podcast deliverers, providers, whatever you want to call them. And stay tuned to our other videos. And for GameItAll.com, I'm Lucas Grimm.
Hey, what up? It's Pino 25.
We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.